Hello students, I am Dr. D. Princeton, Professor and Head, Department of EEE, Kamaraj College of Engineering Technology. In this video, we are going to see how DC converters are used to control the DC motor drives. This is the circuit of buck converter. Buck converter is used to vary the DC voltage. In buck converter, the output voltage is always lesser than the input voltage. For example, if you are supplying 127 volt at the input terminal, you can get voltage between 0 to 127 at the output terminal. Here, the duty ratio of this MOSFET switch is varied to vary the voltage. This is the circuit of boost converter. For the boost converter, the output voltage is always higher than the input voltage. For example, if you are giving 100 volt here, the output voltage is always higher than 100. Normally, it will vary from 100 to 400 or 500 volt. Normally, it will multiply voltage up to 5x. This is the circuit of buck boost converter. In this buck boost converter, the output voltage varies from 0 to maximum volt. For example, if you are supplying 100 volt at the input terminal, you can get a voltage from 0 to 500 volt. Whereas in the case of boost converter, you will get always higher voltage above the input voltage. Whereas in buck boost converter, the voltage you can get from 0 to that maximum, that is 5x. 0 to 500 volt. Now I wish to explain the concept behind the DC motor control with the help of these converters by using MATLAB Simulink. Now I am going to explain how we can design a DC converter using MATLAB Simulink. We have to open a blank model. So after that, you have to select the components which are needed. You can get all the components from Simulink library. Here for our power converters, most of the components we can get from Simscape, and then power systems. Under power system, you can find a lot of options, and from specialized technology also you can get various components. Here if you see fundamental blocks, electrical source. Here I am going to use DC voltage source. So I am adding DC voltage source to my model, and then I am going to take elements also. I am going to take series RLC branch, and from Voltronics I am going to use ideal switch. In practical, you can use MOSFET or IGBT. For our simulation, I am choosing ideal switch. We need diode also. Diode, and then for measuring voltage and current, we need some ammeter and voltmeter. Here, ammeter is named as current measurement block. This is the voltage measurement block. So both I am taking. Now, if you go to the model, here you find all the selected blocks here. Now I am going to explain DC motor drive system with the help of MATLAB Simulink. This is the Simulink model of a simple chopper fed DC motor drive from AC supply. Here We have used ideal transformer. You see, the transformer primary and secondary parameters are same. It's ideal transformer, and the supply we have given 325 peak voltage. So the RMS will be 230 volt, and our frequency is 50 hertz. And we are using diode rectifier to rectify this single phase AC voltage into DC voltage. This four are diodes. And then filter capacitor is used to filter the DC voltage across the rectifier. And then with the help of ideal switch, in practical the switch may be MOSFET or IGBT. This switch varies the output voltage. And then we are using LC filter. This is inductor. This is again a capacitor. So this is a simple type A chopper. The output voltage of this type A chopper is always lesser or equal to input voltage. And we are connecting a DC motor across the chopper for field. We have given a direct DC supply, and we are going to control armature voltage. You can see the lines. This is armature. We have given the output of type A DC chopper to the armature of this motor. These are load terminal and measurement black. Here we have measured the parameters with the help of bus selector. You can select various parameters, but I am selecting speed in radians per second. Okay, now I am converting that speed from radians per second to revolution per minute, that is RPM. For that, am just multiplying this value with 9.54. We all know omega m equal to 2 pi n divided by 60. Okay, so we have multiplied the omega m with 9.54. We will get RPM. And then other measurement blocks we have connected across the load. This is for voltage measurement across load terminal, that is motor. And we have incorporated a closed loop system. See, I am measuring the actual voltage and the set voltage I have given here. So based on the error value, this is set voltage, and so this is the set voltage. This terminal is actual voltage. Sends the actual voltage. It's a comparator block. It compares and give the error signal, and then that error is fed to PA controller, and then it's sent to control block. Here we are generating pulse based on the error response. So that pulse is given to the ideal switch. So based on the error value, the pulse width of this switch will get adjusted. So I'm going to simulate for 240 volt. First I show the motor specification. So 5 HP, 240 volt, 1750 RPM, and field is 300 volt. So armature voltage is 240. This RPM is meant for full load, 1750 RPM. So this 1750 RPM is meant for full load. Now I am simulating the circuit. I have given 240 as set voltage. So we will get 240 at the armature terminal. So now I am simulating the circuit. See, I am giving 120 volt set voltage. and I am giving 30 volt to the field terminal. But actually, the field is 300 volt and armature is 240. So I am varying voltage for the armature. Set voltage is changed to 240. So the output voltage at the terminal becomes 240 after simulation. You see the RPM is 2235 for no load condition. If you are applying load, the speed gets decreases. See, from 225, it's decreasing. If you are continuously increasing the load, automatically speed gets reduced. Okay, so you will get 1750 RPM for the full load. Now we can see both the armature and field control. For the same load condition, if I am reducing voltage from 240 to 120, let us see what happens. Now the speed is 2115. So I have reduced the voltage from 240 to 120 to the armature. See the speed. Speed gets reduced to 991 RPM. So this type of control is called armature voltage control. So it is directly proportional to speed. So this armature voltage is directly proportional to speed. If voltage increases, speed also increases. Voltage decreases, speed also decreases. Whereas in the case of field weakening control or field control, let us check what happened to the speed. So now I am increasing armature voltage from 120 to 240 to the normal value. Now I am reducing field from 300 to 150. I have reduced nearly 50 percentage voltage. That is called field weakening. So if you are reducing the voltage, your field also gets reduced 150. Now see, for first we will check for 240 and 300 for the 5 TL. It's 2155. Now I am reducing field to 150. See, speed increases drastically. Okay, so it is inversely proportional to speed. That is field voltage. So field weakening, you can vary the speed above the rated speed. Whereas for armature control, the speed is only varied below the rated speed. Thanks for watching.